Hello, everybody. Ready for some Sixers versus the Bulls? We're hoping for a sweep. We just got this starting lineup. I don't have the Philly starting lineup, but I just saw the Bulls starting lineup, and it looks like Vucevic will not be playing tonight, and they will have Tristan Thompson, DeMar DeRozan, Jay Green, Zach LaVine, and I can't pronounce Dosunmu. Is that how to pronounce that? So that's where we're going tonight. Does anybody know who the starting lineup is for Philly?
Yes, I'm right on your coattails, Jen.
I knew you
Sixers,
had me.
Philadelphia 76ers starting lineup tonight. We are going to start with Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Matisse Thybulle. So it looks like we're back to the regularly scheduled program with the regular starting five in there.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I think we're second in the NBA as far as different starting lineups. We've had a rough year, like everybody else in the NBA. I'm not. Everybody has had a rough year, but we're in Philadelphia. We're a Sixers podcast. We care about us. So we've had a rough year as far as guys in and out of the lineup. So to guys, since we've heard the starting lineups for the night, let me get your major keys to victory tonight against the Bulls.
Starting with me?
Yes, Jen.
Okay. Well, it's been my key, I think, for several games now. I feel like the Sixers are getting in a bit of a rut where they start off slow and then end up having to dig themselves out of a hole. It's like a bad pattern of behavior that they really need to break. I think it started way back when before James Harden came, and Joel was kind of load managing himself by, you know, playing easy in the first half of the game and then taking over in the second half. And at this point, I don't think it's doing them any favors. I think they need to come out strong from the beginning.
Joselito.
They need not to play like they did last game. We're gonna be okay.
Big facts. Big
I
facts.
told you last game that was gonna be my keys to this game, and that's my key.
Say less. So,
I don't think you can say it any less.
nah, pretty much. Pretty much. My key to victory is not playing down to your competition. They have some key guys missing tonight. But you know who's not missing? DeRozan's not missing. He's still playing. So, this guy has put up major numbers this season. So, we need to come with our game faces on. With that being said, we have a new guy off the bench tonight playing backup center. Since Paul Millsap is out tonight for personal reasons, we will have a look at DeAndre Jordan tonight. Guys, what are your expectations for him? And, what exactly do you want him to do at that backup
I
center
want
spot?
him to give us solid 8 to 10 minutes a game. Just don't, use your fouls wisely. Get us some points, get some rebounds, block some shots. I mean, it's really pretty elementary what we need from him. We don't need him to go out and get us 30 or play long stretches of time. We need just a solid backup center. That's it.
Gotcha. Jose, I'll place that same question to you. What is your expectations for DeAndre tonight? What do we need him to do off that bench at that five spot?
Just a little bit of a little bit.
Right.
You don't need him to do too much. Just come from the bench. Like people be acting like these bench players supposed to get starter numbers, man. We
Right.
just need him to be efficient for a little bit of time that he's there, somehow, some way, mainly defensively, and we'll be fine.
Most definitely. I got excited at this signing, but I didn't get excited thinking Lob City or we're getting the 24-year-old Jordan that played years ago. I got excited because this guy still has juice in his knees, meaning he still can grab rebounds, he still can contest shots at the rim, and those are things that we're lacking at on this team. We're not a great team at defending the rim or rebounding. So this guy can play his role and help us out in a tremendous way. With that said, you know, do you think our role players will wake up tonight off the bench? Our 3-point shooters and our backup point guard and Shake Milton, who's been playing okay as of late. Do you and George Nang, do you expect them to step in their roles tonight and a few of them to shake out of their funk? No pun intended.
I expect a couple of them to. I don't expect anything from Korkmaz. I'm not going to expect anything from Korkmaz the rest of the season. So, miss me with that guy. He needs to go.
Ooh.
What?
No, it just gave me chills the way you said that, Jen. It just missed me with Court. You're just done with Court.
I am. I mean, he can come in for his minutes, and I'm going to ignore him. And if he has a good game, great. But I can't. I can't get my hopes up about him anymore. I think Niang comes in, has some good nights, and Shake's slowly kind of building back into his role. I don't know if he's ever going to be the Shake that he was. I think he's like an 8 to 10 point a night guy, if we're lucky. But hey, everybody in the chat.
We see y'all. We're just getting our opinions out of the way. We will address most of you guys. Jose, do you think this is the game that our role players will step into their roles or start to step into their roles?
I mean, you can't predict it. These guys just got to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit here and say I think. They just got to go out there and play ball, man. Like these guys, I feel like sometimes these so-called role players, supporting cast that we call them, I think they get too comfortable, like with the big time guys, putting up their points, and they just get lackadaisical. I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, if you could go back to our tape from the beginning of the season when we were raving about our bench and our role players and the things that they were doing, I want to get back to that. I want to get back to BG. BG, what's up, baby? How you doing, man?
Y'all thought y'all was gonna do a show without me? Y'all thought y'all was gonna do a show without me?
No, I didn't. I was expecting you to pop up at some point.
I got to the game early so I could sit in the parking lot and do the pod with you guys, man.
That's love.
What game is it?
Lakers and Spurs.
We didn't hear that, BJ. We didn't hear that.
Look, I'm a basketball fan.
I understand.
Look, I bleed red, white, and blue for my Sixers, but I love basketball. So any chance I can see LeBron live, I'm gonna come see LeBron live.
I can understand that. BJ, I'll place the question to you that I just placed to the family. What is your expectation of the role players tonight? Do you think that this is a night with a lot of Chicago's players out that they can get comfortable and step into their roles? Some of them step out of the funk that they've been in.
I think this is the perfect game for the guys who've been struggling to come out of their shell. Shake, we saw a glimpse of Shake the other night. Looked like he was ready to be our sixth man. Niang has been doing what he needs to do, but we need guys like Korkmaz and Batista. We need them to play better than they've been playing. We need Danny Green to make wide open threes. Like what they've given us the last couple of games has just been unacceptable. I'm not off of them. I'm off of Court. I take that back. All three of the Donut Brothers I'm not off of. I'm off of Court, but I still have hope for Danny Green and Matisse, and hopefully they get out their funk tonight.
Krispy Kreme Cork.
Listen, I'm gonna address a few people in the chat, and we could get back to our points. What's up, Nasir Shine? A regular Aunt Sims. What's up, my brother Sylvester Fisher? Nice to see you, man. You could join us every pregame and postgame. This is what we do. Eat Sleep Sixers podcast. Rick Schaefer, Blake Lee, just to name a few people, man. How y'all doing tonight? We see you. BG. We see you in the chat, BG. You everywhere. You at the Lakers game. You in the chat. Now you on the pod. But I'm definitely excited for tonight's game. It's a good opportunity for us to, get back in the groove. Joel Embiid has been kind of not looking like himself last few
Yes,
games.
I would like to discuss that, and I
Let's
don't know
do
what
that.
that's about. Like, I don't know if he's having some personal issues, which are none of my business, but he has not been into it at all. I'm not sure what that's about. If it's a third game in a row where he's like that, I'm going to have concerns.
Big game for Joe tonight.
Big game.
I'm hoping you're right.
Big
Too
game.
many people was talking about Joker's 40,
Too many
40
people.
40
Yes.
point triple double as if Embiid didn't just do that. He heard,
Yeah.
he's seen it.
All
Not
they're
so
saying
long
is
ago.
Joker, Joker, Joker. So he needs to get his name back out there, and
Jose,
everybody
say what's
talks
on your
again.
mind. I see your brain moving, Jose. Say what's on your mind. Come on, I know you. Say what's on your mind.
No, man. I just, I'm agreeing. I don't listen too much to what anybody says, man. Like, because nothing surprises me no more as far as being snubbed. Like, Kobe got snubbed last year for the All-Star game. B got snubbed already for MVP. I could probably see it happening already this year. Knock on wood. Hope he get it. I feel like he deserves it. He deserved it, a few years back. But I mean, with the way that the league seems to hate us, because I mean, it's obvious. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the entire league is just totally against the 76ers, man. And that's not me speculating, man. You know it is. Like somehow, some way, they didn't like the process. Number one,
Most
you know what I
definitely.
mean? Those tank years really it got everybody in their feelings. So it is what it is.
I think we've had a rigorous schedule this year. I think we had a lot of games with not a lot of rest. And we could say that for a lot of other NBA teams, but I can only speak for us. And I think Joel has given us 150% in all of these games. That's why he's in the mention of MVP. With that said, I think he reached a point in the season where kind of caught up to him just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Hey, BG, you got AirPods or something on you?
You getting feedback?
Yeah.
All right, look, I'll jump off. I wanted to come on. I'm gonna keep watching. I need somebody to not only do the over-unders, but somebody to record the over-unders and send them to me. I sent y'all the list. So over-unders tonight. Carl,
You
don't do
put me on the
yourself
spot.
that.
I'm
Jen,
not.
Jen, I'm coming for that number 2 spot.
I'm coming for that number 2 spot. What you talk about? Matter of fact, we're not even going to do your over unders. We're not sending it to him. Come on. It's all right. Bye, BG. Have a good time at the game.
Enjoy
See
the
y'all,
games.
man. I'm gonna be watching though. I'm watching. I'm not logging all the way off. I'm gonna be watching.
My man. As y'all see, we're dedicated, man. A lot of us, we have lives. We have jobs, we have things so to do, but this is the number one thing that we all love doing the most. So wherever we're at and whatever we're doing, we're going to make sure that we give you guys the pregame and the postgame. So, do you guys think we can slow DeRozan down tonight? And how do you think we can do so? This guy's
Didn't we
been
beat that man not so long ago without?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but we didn't slow him down.
We didn't slow him down.
that's fine, but I mean, he obviously didn't damage us that bad. We won the game. How many times we beat them already? This is a sweep night. Are you kidding me?
We definitely own them. I'll put that post up in
Listen, we can only lose to ourselves tonight. We're obviously better than this team.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Nobody took it easy on us when we were missing all our guys when we had COVID. They stomped on us like we were in the way of their mission, and they had somewhere to be. And by all means necessary, they got there no matter what they had to do. So that's the same mentality I got. I ain't sparing nobody. If you ain't in the lineup, that's your problem, not mine.
You know what, Jose? You're in my head, bro. Because before we started this game, I was wondering whether the Sixers were going to play, were they going to sit one of our key players, as in Joel Embiid, or, to give him a little extra rest, seeing what was out there for the Bulls. But just like you said, nobody gave us no breaks all season. And it's not like we're playing like a well-oiled machine right now, where we're not clicking on all cylinders. So I think this squad needs as many reps as possible at 100% going full force. It's time to ramp it up, get playoff ready. You know what I mean? And we need to play this team like we're in the playoffs tonight and punch them in the face. You know, teams remember this type of stuff when they see you in the playoffs. It's the psych game starts now. You know what I mean? Yeah, most definitely.
The Sixers, I think, showed us what they can be during that very first game versus Minnesota, where the ball movement was just extraordinary and the spacing was exquisite and everything was just popping. You know, ever since that game, it's not been quite to that level, but we know that they have that level, right? We don't expect them to play at that level every night. It's fine. And I think Doc's still messing around with rotations.
I hear you.
So we'll see. But it's getting to be that time.
It's definitely that time, man. It's definitely that time. With that said, it is also time for a segment that BG made up, and he's not here tonight. So does anybody have a list of BG's?
No, this is what we I was gonna try something different, but go ahead, John.
What were we gonna try different?
I was gonna pick 3 people out the chat and let them pick the over and unders.
Okay.
Oh, I have his list. And he gave his over and under picks.
Okay, go ahead. If he got a list, then we're going with his list.
We could do an extra one with the crowd, though. We could do one extra one. I'm all for that.
All right. So the first one is our big man, Joel Embiid, with 32.5 points.
I'm gonna say I'm saying over today because that whole Jokic thing, you know, Joel he be watching the media and all that stuff, and he had a couple 20-something games lately in a row, if I'm not mistaken, and that's not normally like him. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over tonight.
You know, Jose, I gotta catch up with you, so I can't be picking your same picks, bro. So I'm gonna go slightly under tonight. I think Embiid is gonna have 30 points on the nose.
Doubt it.
On the nose tonight.
Doubt it.
We'll see.
I'm also gonna go with the over. I think Joel is due for a big game, kind of get his name back out there. I hope that's what I'm hoping for. So I don't know. And let's see. BG went with over for that one. The next one is about our starters. 4.5 starters in double digits.
Absolutely over. Absolutely over. Thibault has to shake out of his little funk.
I'm not saying Thibault's gonna do it, but I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say over because they're a short-handed team, and I feel like our guys are gonna capitalize on that. So I'm going over.
All right.
No doubt.
I don't know. I don't see Matisse getting.
Yeah, I'm not going with Matisse getting double figures, but I know that maybe Yang and Shake.
No, it says starters. 4.5 starters.
Oh no, I'm going under on that. Yeah, I'm going under. Yeah, I'm going under.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I ain't hear the starters part. I'm going under. No way. He's tripping.
Did you hear the starters part, Carl?
Yeah, absolutely. I looked at him on Twitter.
Yeah, I missed the memo on that one.
Matisse had a Krispy Kreme donut last game. He better come out and score over 10.
Listen,
I'm hoping he does.
If I lose this over and under, I'll be ecstatic. But I'm going under.
I hear you.
All right. And BG took the under. All right, last one. Sixers win by 7.5.
Sixers win by 7.5 over.
Over.
All right. Over Jose. Over Carl. Over me.
BG.
And BG's going over.
So BG, I hope you're with us. I hope you're with us tonight because we're gonna allow, like Jose said, we're gonna pick an over and under from out the crowd since they always.
I already got my pick.
Who you picking? Who you picking, baby?
OG Anderson's been with us since day one.
I see him. I see him up there.
Come on, OG. You got to come up with a good over and under. Let's go.
There we go.
Team rebounds.
Over under.
38.
Team rebounds 38. Jordan's getting ticked tonight. Over.
Yeah, damn, this is tough. This is a tough one, man. Because that 38 looked like something that they can end up with. I'm gonna say over though. I'm gonna say over.
BG says
Okay.
over as well, Jen.
And you say
Over.
we're the worst rebounding team in the league, so I'm going under.
Woo. Hey, Bruce Williams saying Thompson playing for him. No, exactly. Thompson's like 105 years old.
Yeah.
Over.
Another senior citizen. Remember that? Yeah, we're gonna be like the old folks home in 76ers soon. Everybody keep calling our players old.
Hey, but I'll tell you one thing. We have a nice little mixture of youth and older guys. You need vets in the playoffs to school these guys and be in their ear, but you also need youth to run and give the older ones life, give them energy.
Yeah, but you need these older guys to have that voice, that impact type voice. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain way that you say things. You know what I mean? So
true indeed. You know, so we'll see tonight. You know, I believe DeAndre wants to make an impact on his new team. He has new life. He chose here. He wanted to come here from the rip. You know, he requested to be waived so he can be here. Salute to Sabri Latang.
No free agents want to come to Philly.
Say that again, Jen. I don't think
no free agents want to come to Philly.
Listen.
Yeah, they don't want to get booed by the crowd. That's what it is.
That's what they saying. That's what they saying out there. But you know, I'll say a line again from one of my favorite movies all time, Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
Hey, and Sims, they ain't taking them to go no steaks. They taking them to the strip joint.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Yeah, they taking them to the strip joint, yo.
Hey, all I'm saying is, man, that stuff like that builds team chemistry. People was putting it up there like, oh, they're supposed to get rest. And listen, teams that enjoy each other, that transcends to the court. So we're talking about Harden, Maxey, and George Nang was out at the steak strippy joint in Miami, doing the thing, living life, getting to know each other, throwing dollar bills up.
Imagine how they doing it here.
Who was there? Niang and who?
Harden like, yo, we're gonna stop at Max's real quick, and then we're going to Delilah's. Let's go, y'all.
Facts. Maxey, George Nang, and Harden. That's what we saw on video.
Maxey.
Hey, listen.
Innocent Max.
The kid just turned legal. You know, if you can remember back when you was 21, what were you doing? Okay.
That is sealed. That record is sealed.
That was a long time ago for all of us up here, man. But, you know, it felt good to see smiles on these guys' faces and, you know, they're enjoying each other's company. I believe that transcends to success. And we'll see tonight. So, guys.
They obviously had a good time. They didn't end up in the paper.
Most definitely.
You
know what I mean? Let's get the closing thoughts on tonight, guys. Let me get your closing thoughts on tonight and your opponent tonight.
I think we're going to have a fight. I mean, these guys lost the last 4 games. They don't want to be swept by us. So they're going to give us everything we can handle. And we need to be ready for it.
I agree with Jen. This is potentially a playoff matchup, probably in the second round, the way it's looking according to the standings.
Yeah.
And they don't want to get swept. Are you serious? Like, imagine they get the season sweep. That's gonna rattle them a teeny bit when they go into play. I know the playoffs is a whole different season, but they're like, damn, we ain't beat these guys not once this year. Like, I mean, that'll trickle in the back of your head, regardless. How good you think you are? So I don't know if they want to get swept. I think they're gonna play a lot tougher than we say, but I've already picked my over and unders. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I got you. Total domination tonight. Like you're a 7th grader and you're playing against a 4th grader. Total domination tonight. You know, I want to see it from the tip. Don't let these guys breathe. And, you know, that will transcend to the playoffs, like my family said up here. Guys will remember that when they never got a win on you all season. That's in the back of their head. So, you know, I'm looking for that tonight. And like I mentioned before in our chat, I hope that our starters come out and do their jobs so they can sit on the bench, get on a little extra rest, And let's get the bench more minute to get them comfortable with each other, get them back playing in a flow, because we're going to need them later in the season. We're going to need these role players to step up. Korkmaz, Shake Milton, George Name, to name a few. Jordan now. We're going to need these guys to get comfortable with each other and ball out. So, look at the top right-hand side of the screen. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Snapchat, Bat. We on everything. We on everything. So we're on
Bat.
we depend on word of mouth advertisement. So, Jose, what we need people to do, brother?
Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Y'all understand that? No te olvides a decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un who Jen?
Amigo.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard it. Tell somebody, because we be at your mama house.
Facts. To get this point across about Eat Sleep Sixers.
Yeah, we be at your mama house to let y'all know.
Now go enjoy the game. Watch this Sixer W. Come right back here for post game, where we talk about hopefully a Sixers blowout win versus the Bulls. Thank you for watching Eat Sleep Sixers. Much love.
Let's go Sixers.
See y'all later. Let's go Sixers.